Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakodi Samaprabha Nirvikam Gurume Deva Sharvakaye Sharveda Saraswati Namostubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavado Meshada Suklam Baradaram Vishnum Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Varanam Vyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye. Always before we read Ramayana, we have to give salutations to Lord Hanuman. As it is said that wherever Ramayana is being read, wherever the names of Lord Rama is being chanted, there will be an invisible presence of Lord Hanuman. Yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatta tatta Krisamasta Kanjalim Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namatta Raksha Shantakam Pujantam Rama Rameti Maduram Maduraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam. So before we go into session 13 we are going to cover, we're going to explore Aranya Kandam from chapters 21 to chapter 40, chapter 21 to chapter 40. Let's review what we have covered in session 12. So session 12 we started Aranya Kandam. Remember, Aranya Kandam is a third book of Valmiki Ramayana. Valmiki Ramayana consists of 7 books: Balakandam, Ayutthaya Kandam, Aranya Kandam. After that, you will go to Kishkinda Kandam, Sundara Kandam, Yuddha Kandam, and also Uttara Kandam. Although Uttara Kandam will not be part of our curriculum, we will be completing up to Yuddha Kandam with Rama Pattabhisheka. So now we are in a third book. Last session, we started the third book. Aranya Kanda with Rama, Sita and Lakshmana entering Dantakaranya, and then they met Virada, a demon called Virada. Virada will carry Sita away, and then Virada will attack Rama and Lakshmana, and then Rama and Lakshmana will kill Virada, and then who actually was Virada will be narrated there. The curse of Virada. Virada actually was what they call Gandharva called Tumburu, who has been cursed, and then after his death, he was he got back his original form. After meeting Virata, Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana went to visit various sages. Among the sages they have met include sage Sarabanga. Okay, when the time when Rama went to meet sage Sarabanga, Rama saw Indra. But before Rama going towards meeting sage Sharavanga, Indra have already left the place. Okay, and then Rama was approached by various sages, and then Rama went to the ashram of sage Sutikshina. Dialogue and the conversations between Rama and sage Sutikshina took place. And then there was quite an interesting part that we have spent some time in exploring. That is the concern of Sita about Rama's vow to kill the demons. So how a communication should take place, how when someone advises, when we want to advise someone, how we should advise and how the reply should be. Okay, the advice of Sita to Rama and how Rama replied Sita. Okay, and then as we move further, the stories of sages Mandakarani and Agastya was narrated. And then Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita will enter the hermitage of sage Agastya. Sage Agastya will give various astras and also weapon to Rama. And then sage Agastya will direct Rama to Panchavati. Panchavati is somewhere currently close to a location. Current location is about in Nasik. Okay. And then Rama, as he goes in to Panchavati, he will meet Jatayu. Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana will meet Jatayu. Jatayu will introduce himself as a friend of Rama's father, Dasaratha. And then the trio, sorry, the spelling here, the trio moved to Panchavati. And then Rama's description about the environment, the season, Vasanta season. And then you came across the entry of Surpanaka. Now, entry of Surpanaka is all these things happen after 13th year. So when Rama met Agastya at the time, already 10 years of Vanavasha, 10 years of exile have completed. So as Surpanaka is coming, they are almost like coming close to the a few more months to the end of the 13th year. Okay, then Surpanaka came, and Surpanaka, as I have narrated to you, will be punished by Lakshmana, and Surpanaka will report to her brother Kara, and then Kara will send 14 demons to kill Rama, Lakshmana. But what happened to the 14 demons? Rama will eliminate all the 14 demons. Okay, that's the end of session 12. Now we are going into session 13. Session 13, the chapters that we will be covering is 21, chapters 21 to chapter 40. So looking at what are the areas that we are going to look at in this session, Surpanaka will report the death of the demons, the 14 demons. And then Kara will become very angry. He will be very angry when Surpanaka started to insult Kara. Okay, he was very angry. He will direct the army, 14,000 demons, together with Kara, Dushana, and Trisira, will go towards Rama. And Rama will get ready for war with Kara. And Rama's war with Kara's demon will be described in chapter 25. And then Rama will eliminate Dushana and his army. And then later he will eliminate Trishara. And then Kara's war with Rama. And then three chapters were given by Valmiki that will narrate the war between Kara and Rama. And there will be a lot of dialogues, which will be quite interesting for us to look into some of the dialogues between Kara and also Rama. Okay, and finally in chapter 13, we will learn the elimination of Kara. Kara will be killed by Rama. And then after that, chapter 31. Now, this chapter 31 is a bit a controversial chapter because some commentators say this chapter 31 doesn't exist. But we will find in many versions of Valmiki Ramayana, this chapter 31 exists. There are reasons why they say why this chapter 31 is not part of Valmiki or something that has been inserted later. In the read Valmiki Ramayana, read Ramayana.org, you will find that Krishna Sharma, the translator, did not translate chapter 31. He has given the reasons there. We can explore those reasons later on, but he says you should this chapter doesn't exist and it should be with chapter 32. Chapter 32 is a chapter where Surpanaka will go to Ravana's palace and then will complain. And then this is a part where Valmiki will give an introduction to Ravana. Okay, but in the Akampana's report to Ravana, there was no clear introduction given to about Ravana. So, although as per Krishna Sharma, the translation, there was no translation, but I have taken from other sources, and we will find this particular chapter. We will also learn this particular chapter about Akampana, who is one of the demons who will report to Ravana. Okay, then Surpanaka will give a discourse to Ravana about how a king should be. How a king should take care of himself and also the enemy. So what will happen is that Ravana will then proceed to see Maricha. So again, you will find Maricha will also give a lot of lessons, will give some discourse to Ravana about how a king should behave and how he should manage his kingdom. But Ravana will never listen to Maricha. Ravana will never listen to any advice. Surpanaka gave advice about leadership. Maricha also gave him advice. Later on, you will find many advices that will come. At that last stage, even Kumbhakarna also will give advice to Ravana. But Ravana will never listen to any of those advices given to him. Okay, and Chapter 40, Ravana will rebut Marisha, either you follow my direction or you will be killed. So Marisha will have no choice but to follow the advice or the direction of Ravana. Okay, so if we are going to look into those chapters, starting with chapter 21, when Surpanaka came back to Kara, he was rolling on the ground in front of him, and Kara sharply demanded, "Why are you doing this to me, O Surpanaka? I have just now dispatched the most formidable heroes of my armies. 14 heroes, 14 demons were sent to kill Rama." And then Kara here says that I have dispatched those heroes, and they would have certainly killed those humans in no time. Those 14 heroes are utterly faithful to me and invisible in battle. Just have a little patience and give up unnecessary emotion. Now Surpanaka replied, "True, you have sent those 14 heroes with me a little while ago, but they are no more. With all their might, they did attack Rama and Lakshmana. They hurled their weapons with all their strength, but what happened to them? They are no more. With their hearts pierced by Rama's missile, they are lying dead. Having seen them thus lying dead, and having seen the extraordinary strength of Rama, I come again to you, deeply distressed. If the demons of Dandaka forest are not to be safe in time, you should take some quick action. But my intelligence, look at what Surpanaka is telling Tara, my intelligence tells me that you do not have strength to face Rama. You think you are mighty, but in fact, you are not. It's a disgrace that it's a great calamity if you are unable to deal with these human beings. They will surely soon destroy all the demons, including you, my brother. This is Surpanaka was very angry, and then when Surpanaka started to what he call insult Kara, Kara becomes very hungry. So the words of Surpanaka here: you call yourself a hero, yet you are not able to kill two humans like Rama and Lakshmana. You claim your claim of heroism is false. You are not a hero at all. It's an insult to Kara. He further says, you have little strength and less heroism, and you have your relation should immediate you with your relation should immediately leave Dhanasthana. What kind of position do you have here? So the insult of Surpanaka to Kara. Looking into these two characters here, who is Surpanaka and Kara? Surpanaka is someone who is self-centered, who is deluded, who is controlled or driven by passion. Hamaguna and Rajaguna controls her more. She enslaved easily by temptation. Okay, in some versions of Ramayana, it was said that during the time before she proposed to Rama, a few, I think it was at that time she lost her son. It was said she lost her son, but she proposed to Rama and later on even proposed to Lakshmana. So, but this is not given in Valmiki Ramayana. Other versions of Valmiki Ramayana, you will have more about Surpanaka. Okay, and it's she's an embodiment of foolishness, rage, and anger. quickly driven by anger. Same also if you look into Kara. Kara is driven by ego beyond normal limits. You will find a verse by Kara, I will say, even Indra himself will not be able to stand before me in battle. Okay, blinded by anger and thoughtfulness. Even though a lot of the Nimitta Shastra, the what you call the omens that came was all negative. It was not the right time for him to go for war with Rama, but yet he never bothered about all that things. He went for a war with Rama, and finally, what happened to Kara? He was defeated. He was killed. So we learn about two characters here, Surpanaka and Kara. Those we should not take as an example. So, stung by the Surpanaka's word, Kara said, "You will see how powerful I am." That human Rama, by his own wicked deed in provoking me to battle, he is as good as that. I will instantly cut him down with my axe, and you will drink his blood. Surpanaka was delighted with the assurance and began to praise him and inspire him. Earlier, she was insulting him. Now she started to praise him. Okay. Kara then instructed his chief of army, Dushana, order 14,000 demons to get ready to march immediately. Bring my chariot immediately. I wish to proceed as a head of the glorious Paulashta forces. Paulashta is a lineage of Ravana. Okay, to destroy the humans who dare to challenge us. Soon the chariot was brought and Kara ascended it. And soon the demon's army was ready. This army was equipped with all sort of weapons. Preceded by this great army, Kara marched to where Rama was, eager to fight with the human enemy. So here we find, okay, when Kara started going, okay, what happened was that the Nimitta Shastra, I mentioned to you some time ago, there are various Shastras, Sopana Shastras, like what Bharada's case before Dasaratha passed away, and then Nimitta Shastra. Nimitta Shastra means the looking into the signs of omens, okay, and then Sakuna Shastra is looking into based on the direction of the birds. So based on the Nimitta Shastra. See, remember I mentioned some time ago during tsunami time, the animals were able to read the Nimitta Shastra faster than a human being, and then they were able to save themselves compared to human. Human was not unable to read the Nimitta Shastra. So for Kara, evil omens appeared everywhere. Animals wailed, fearful clouds were seen in the sky, dreadful darkness prevailed on earth. People were confused and did not know direction. There was an untimely eclipse of the sun. Earth trembled with dust storms. Evil omens appeared everywhere. Okay, appeared on Kara too. Appeared on Kara means here his left arm dropped. This is a dropping of arm, dropping of eyes. We will also be learning later on. Kishkinda, when Rama and Sugriva signed a memorandum of understanding (MOU), okay, with the fire Agni as the witness. At that moment, Sita's left eye of Sita dropped. For a woman, if the left part of the body, left eye dropping of the left eye means you will be getting some good news. Something good is going to happen. Even though at this particular moment things are not good, but something good will be happening. Good omens. But at the same time, Valmiki also mentioned the left eye of Vali and the left eye of Ravana also dropped. So for a man, if the left part of the eye, left part of the body drop means it is not good. Something that will not be good that will be happening, even though currently they will not be experiencing that. But if the right, for a man, let's say if the right eye dropped, okay, right hand or right eye dropped, that is a good sign. But for a woman, left eye or left what you call arm, if it drops, that is a good sign. Okay, that is one of the Nimitta Shastra that you will come across in Ramayana. Okay, not only here, you will also find as I will when we go to Kishkinda Kanda, I will be narrating that too. Okay, there was a pain in his forehead, but none of these had, however, least effect on him. because Kara had a great confidence on his own strength. Yes, we have to be confident all the time. But sometimes we have to also read the timing. Okay, timing. When is the right time to go? When is not the right time to go? Okay, we have to know that we are confident. If you have a confidence and your timing is right, then will be great. Okay, some of them people who might have this, you want to do a search on Google. There is a sastra that is called Pancha Pakshi Sastra. Pancha Pakshi, 5 birds. Okay, each individual, if you study your character, you might fit into any of the birds. And this Pancha Pakshi Sastra will tell when is your good time, when is not a time to go. I'm not an expert in this field, but I know there is one Sastra that is called Pancha Pakshi Sastram. Okay. Now he said, now Kara said, I do not worry like weaklings, for I am strong. I can even shoot down the stars. Very confident. Kara was very confident. I will not return from here without killing Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita. I am invisible, and I have never been defeated in battle by anyone. Okay, so he was very confident. Now, sages and gods, the devas, prayed for Rama's victory. Now, let's look at this Kara, the words that he used. If I'm taking some of the slokas, valiant and strong, I do not take seriously these terrifying omens, boding calamity, just like a strong man does not care for the weak. And then he says, when angry, I can kill even Indra, the wielder of thunderbolts, rider of intoxicated Airavata. Airavata is the elephant of Indra. Airavata. Airavata came from churning of the ocean by the Devas and Asuras. Samudramantan, if you are familiar, Airavata was taken by Indra. Okay. What to speak of these petty humans? So very confidently, this Kara. Okay. Now his ego, ahamkara, pride. Say both are related. Madha and ahamkara are related. Both needs to be controlled. Everyone has some pride at certain period of time. So the best is that we should not fall prey to the enemy. This is considered to be one of the enemy for every one of us, because that ahamkara, that madha or pride will make us lose our perspective of things. We will go into a stage, we start believing nobody is greater than me. None. That is never true. There are many people, many who are much more better than us. Okay, pride also earns us enemy. So, like for example, in Vidura Nidhi of Mahabharata, Vidura will tell Dhritarashtra Maharaja, liquors indeed cause intoxication, but the intoxication caused by opulence, the pride, is worse because the person intoxicated by his wealth regained his senses only after conflict destruction. And again in Mahabharata, in Adi Parva, chapter 19, verse 22, it says austerity, charity, self-discipline, control over senses, shame in doing adharmic acts. Nowadays, people lost shame. People are doing adharmic acts, and then they are proudly saying, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. So this Shastra here, Mahabharata say, this is not good. Compassion to all creatures. These are 7 gates to happiness. Mahabharata says, but the feeling of self-pride envelops all 7 with the blinding darkness and destroys the happiness of all men that resolves by practicing these 7 virtues. Okay, so you have to remember this is taken from the Mahabharata. Mahabharata in first book itself, Adi Parva, chapter 19, verse 22. And then furthermore, Mahabharata again, we will find that Garuda, when he took the Amrita from Indra and was moving towards to release his mother Vinata from the slavery of Kadru. Okay, Garuda said to Indra, great people do not praise their own strength. nor do they describe their good virtues from their own mouth. They do not blow their own trumpet. This is what Garuda says to Indra. And then again, Krishna will tell to Arjuna. This is in book 8 of the Mahabharata. Book 8 of the Mahabharata is Karna Parva. Book of when Karna became the commander of the Kauravas army. Okay, Bhishma Parva, Bhishma was the commander of the Kaurava army. Then you have Drona Parva. After Bhishma fell on the 10th day of the battle, okay, Drona took over. On the 15th day of the battle, when Drona fell, okay, Karna will took over. Karna took over the commandership of the army of Kaurava's army. So here Arjuna is telling, when you speak your own praises, you kill yourself with your own hands, O Arjuna. So in general, if you want to say what we should not learn from Tara is that the pride. Later on, we will also learn that from Ravana. Pride distances from Bhagavan. We cannot reach Bhagavan unless we give up our pride. We humble ourselves and surrender our heart, mind, and soul to His feet. An egoistic person does not acknowledge the greatness of divine power, cannot accept all of our gifts are from Him. All that we receive is from Him. Everything belongs to Him. In an Upanishad that is called Ishopanishad, it says that everything belongs to the Lord. Ishavasham idam sharvam. Everything belongs to the Bhagavan. Everything belongs to the Lord. Nothing belongs to us. So this is what we should learn. We must be able to control that what creates a distance between us and the Bhagavan. One of that is mada, that is pride. Okay, let's move on. There are many what you call lessons that we can learn about how do we conquer what they call pride, overcome the pride. Okay, many lessons that we can learn from the sastras. Okay, I don't want to read through very detailed here. Okay, because this session I have to finish within 1 hour 15 minutes because you have Ramayana quiz after that. So I will go through, maybe if we have time in some other sessions, we can come back and we can explore something on this area. Okay. All right. Now let's look at what happened to Kara and also Dushana in chapter 24. Kara and Dushana was surrounded by demons of great strength. 14,000 of warriors of the demonic warriors followed Kara, Dushana, and Trisara. Rama too noticed the omens and said to Lakshmana, and look at the what the omens is telling us. That is why there will be a destruction of the demons. So Lakshmana, my missiles are getting excited at the prospect of being made of proper use today. I see your face is also radiant. From that I infer we shall be victorious. I can hear the tumults caused by the advancing forces of the demons. And very importantly, Rama mentioned this, a wise man should take proper precaution against even a calamity which has yet to befall him. We must always be proactive. We learn before anything happens, before we foresee anything evil, anything that is not right, we must always take precaution. There is a saying, we have to prepare with an umbrella before it rains. Not when it is raining, we are running here and there looking for an umbrella. Okay. So here Ram says, I wish that Sita and you take shelter in the cave while I deal with the demons. I know that you are capable of killing all of them, but this time I wish to do that myself. Now, please go. Lakshmana immediately left for the cave along with Sita. Rama readied his weapon and his missiles. The devas, the gods and sages were witnessing the scene, blessed him. Some of them were worried. How will Rama, who is single-handed, be able to deal with 14,000 demons? Okay, actually, there is a story. Kulashekara Alvar, in one of the Alvar in Sri Vaishnavism tradition, Kulashekara Alvar, if you do, he's very famous for his work that is called Mukuntamala Stotra. Mukuntamala. Kulashekara Alvar, the king Kulashekara Alvar when he was reading this, he directed his commander to get ready the army. Let's go and save Rama. Let's go and help Rama. He was very devoted to Rama. Kulakshekara Alvar, Kulakshekara Alvar, very famous, what they call Alvar in the tradition of Sri Vaishnavism. Okay, so the demons will soon, within sight, Rama looked around and had a good view of the demons. In anger, Rama took, like he looked like the Rudra himself going to destroy the rituals of Daksha. This destruction of the rituals of Daksha, you will find in Srimad Bhagavata Purana. Bhagavata Purana will give detailed direction about Daksha and his yagya, and how his yagya was destroyed. Okay, how Sati was insulted, and then later she came as Parvati, and all will be narrated in Bhagavata Purana. Okay, here Kara and his army reached the hermitage of Rama. Kara saw Rama standing with his weapon ready, and he commanded his charioteer, "Take my chariot right in front of Rama." Going up to Rama, Kara began to attack Rama with a volley of small fire. The followers of Kama, who were cruel by nature, began to hurl a number of weapons at Rama. And surrounded by them, Rama looked like a great god, Rudra himself surrounded by his own servants. Rama's body sustained injuries, many injuries, but they were not serious. And when the gods and sages saw that, they were also worried. Greatly enraged by this sudden attack, Rama wielded his weapon and released hundreds and thousands of missiles, and the demons fell like flies. Rama's missile cut down the demons, weapons of the demons. Hit by the missiles, the demon fell like tree to the ground. They in turn hurled the weapon at him, but his weapon were powerless against Rama's weapon. Thus assailed by Rama, the demons ran to Kara for shelter, and greatly perturbed, single-handed, Rama could kill thousands of demons. Bhushana, the demon, advanced towards Rama. Rama used the powerful Gandharva missile, which threw the demons in confusion. Immediately he discharged hundreds of missiles in all directions at the same time. Such was the effect of the Gandharva missile, and such was the speed with which Rama discharged the missile, that the demons did not see the missile, but only saw Rama holding the weapon. Even he did not seem to be doing anything. The firing seems to be automatic. The entire ground was swept with the bodies of dead demons. Their weapons had been broken. Even the stone hurled by them had been powdered. They had been defeated. The demon has been defeated. So next, what happened? Distressed to see his men all in thousand, Bhushana commanded a specially chosen commandos to fight and kill Rama. They charged with weapons. Rama intercepted and destroyed all his missiles. Now Bhushana himself came forward. Rama covered him with his missile, but Bhushana returned with the fire with equal effect. And with extraordinary dexterity, Rama destroyed Bhushana's weapon, and picking up a heavy weapon, Bhushana rushed towards Rama. Rama cut off both the arms of Bhushana and killed him. The three commanders of Bhushana forces now advanced to fight Rama. Even as they were coming towards Rama cut them down. So all their warriors that was with Bhushana was killed by Rama. And when Kara came to know about it, he was mad with rage. He shouted at the remaining forces, "Look at this disgrace. Look at how the mighty Bhushana has been slain by a funny human being, and yet you are all looking on. Come, attack this Rama and destroy him at once." The demons rushed towards Rama, and he quickly disposed all of them. Using missiles which resembled fire, these missiles were never wasted. If there were hundreds demons, he used 100 missiles. If there were thousands demons, he used thousands of missiles and destroyed all of them. Thus, single-handedly fighting as a foot soldier, this human being Rama killed 14,000 demons doer of terrible deeds. Only Kara and another demon known as Trishara survive. Trishara is somebody who has 3 heads, Shira. Purusha Shuktam says Sahasra Shirsha Purusaha. Sahasra means 1,000 heads, is describing a Lord with 1,000 heads. Here, Trishara is one with 3 heads, is a name of the demon. Demon with Kara, Dushana already have been destroyed by Rama. So left now with Kara and Trishara. So Kara went forward to fight with Rama. Now what happened? Trishara stopped Kara. He said, I swear I shall kill him or I shall be killed by him. So Trishara requested permission of Kara to go first before Kara goes. So he said, let me go first, O king. I shall go and kill him or I shall be killed by him. But I assure you, either you will return to Janasthana happy that I have killed Rama, or seeing he killed me, you will encounter Rama yourself. But let me go. And Kara approved the idea. And the demon Trishara was very powerful and quick to take the offensive. He hit Rama on the forehead with his weapon. Though injured, Rama took it and he has been hit by with flowers. He greatly enraged as Trishara was jumping from the chariot. Rama shot him in his heart and he was dead. Trishara now have died, killed by Rama. Now left with Kara. Kara came forward. He was endowed with powerful weapons. Sitting in his chariot, Kara discharged many missiles at Rama. Correctly judging the strength of the enemy, Rama also armed himself with a powerful weapon. He began the most fierce battle. Then began the most fierce battle between Rama and Kara. The fire that emanated from both of them obscured the very sun that shone above. Rama actually appeared to be fatigued and severely wounded. Taking advantage of this situation, Kara approached Rama, intent upon killing him. He knocked down Rama's weapon with a single shot. Rama had thus been disarmed. Kara took immediate advantage of this and riddled Rama with various missiles. With irrepressible anger. Now, Rama, you don't find Rama getting angry that often. Here, Rama getting angry. And also there are many other instances Rama will get angry too. Okay, here Rama took the weapon of Vishnu that was given to him by sage Agastya. But the demon Kara was not slain yet. Deprived of his chariot, he jumped down with a mace in hand, Gada. He rushed towards Rama. As Kara thus advanced, Rama said to him, O demon, you have to your credit immeasurable sin, sin of tormenting and killing innocent hermit and ascetics. Even if one is the Lord of 3 worlds, such sinner is fit to be shunned by all. You are about to reap the fruit of that sin. For in this world, the painful fruits of sins quickly follow. Even as a result, I haven't partaken of food. I consider that my father's real intention in sending me to the forest was to exterminate cruel and sinful demons like you. Soon I shall dispatch you from this world. Soon you will behold the same ascetics you tortured and killed. They will be going to heaven and you will be thrown into hell. Now, Kara made suitable reply. He said, you have so far killed only demons of ordinary strength. You therefore think you are very powerful. Do not boast. Real heroes, strong men do not boast. Their actions speak for them. After saying this, Kara immediately hurled terrible mace at Rama. Rama released an anti-missile which intercepted the mace and broke it. Now, looking into some of the commentary, if you look into, nobody can escape the clutches of Dharma. So these are all the verses taken from the Aranyakanda chapter 29 of Valmiki Ramayana. Okay, so look at some of these slokas. Cruel people who are despised by the world for their sinful deeds will not be prosperous for long, just like trees with decayed roots. The words that is used by Valmiki. Okay, and then the other one. Whoever commits sinful deeds out of greed or passion and without realization will be ruined at the end like a lizard that eats a hailstone and dies. Okay, now Rama asks Kara, is that all you can do, O Kara? Now be ready to meet your own fate. You have been laid to, when you have been laid to permanent sleep, this Dantakaranya, this Dantaka forest will once again become a resort of holy men, who are the refuge of all the people of the world. Tara replied to Rama, I think because your end is near. During the last hours of their life, people lose the power of discrimination. Vinashakale, vipareta buddhi. Do not know, and they do not know what to do and what not to do. With his mace destroyed by Rama, Khara was unarmed. He looked around for a weapon to use. He uprooted a big tree and hurled it to Rama. Rama intercepted it with his missile. With a volley of 1,000 shots, Rama riddled the body of Khara. Even then, the demon did not die, but came closer to Rama. Rama picked up the most fierce missile which sage Agastya has given him. Hit by it, Khara fell dead. The sages sang Rama's glory. In just 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours, Rama destroyed 14,000 dreadful demons. What is your wonderful is your strength, he said. It was for this purpose alone that sages Sarabanga and Sutikshina cleverly suggested that you should dwell here. Freed from fear, the sages will practice austerity here. They blessed Rama, and delighted to witness this exploit, Sita embraced Rama. There is one commentator of Ramayana who said, why Rama had to fight with the 14,000 of the Rakshasa alone without Lakshmana? And then why after Rama killed 14,000 demons, Sita immediately came and embraced Rama? It was because the words that Sita used when Rama tried to dissuade Sita from going to the forest, they say. At that time, if you look into in Ayodhya Kanda, in that particular chapter, Sita will tell Rama that my father Janaka have married me to a woman. So she actually, something like the words that was used by Sita to Rama at that time was like an insulting word. So Rama thought, I should do it myself. And when Rama was victorious in killing 14,000 demons, including Kara, Dusshana, and also Trisara, immediately Sita came and embraced Rama. Okay, this is from one of the Ramayana commentator. Okay, they try to connect one incident with some other incident, earlier incidents, and also the later incidents. Many times I will, whenever I'm able to recall, I will try to provide you with the commentaries. Now, this chapter, according to Krishna Sharma, is not there in Valmiki Ramayana. It was later addition because there are some reasons. If you look into the translation, he said Ravana, there was no introduction of Ravana, but the introduction of Ravana came in chapter 32. And again, in this chapter, Ravana will go to Maricha, and then he will come back. After, no, and then later when Surpanaka went to Ravana, then he will again, second time he will go to Maricha. But mostly, if I'm going to look at the translation, like Desi Raju Hanumanta Rao's translation, they have included this chapter, chapter 31. Okay, if you want to do some further research, you can search even the commentary given by Krishna Sarma himself on why he did not translate this chapter. He said this chapter, if you look into the PDF file that I have sent to you, this chapter 31 will be empty, that particular chapter. Slokas will be there, but the sloka numbers will be there, but the translations will not be there. Okay, so one of the demons, he says Akampana. Akampana will also appear in Yuddhakanda. Akampana will be killed by Hanuman. You find later on when we go into Yuddhakanda, you will also hear about his name Akampana. Now he will go to Lanka and he will inform Ravana. Ravana will question Akampana, who dares to do such a foolish action? Which foolish being can afford to antagonize me? Not even Indra, nor Kubera, not even what they call Lord Vishnu himself. Okay, Akampana said, Lord, it is Rama who is powerful. That in front of him, the demons fell in hundreds and thousands. The missile he discharged came towards the demons like fire-hooded snakes spitting fire. Ravana jumped and said, oh, is that so? I shall immediately go to Janasthana. The spelling here should be Janasthana. Okay, and kill that Rama. Akampana said, that's not so easy, Lord. You do not know the power of Rama. You cannot conquer him in the battle. But I tell you how to overcome. He has a most beautiful wife named Sita. She excels even celestials in beauty. There is, of course, no mortal who is as beautiful as she is. You can trick Rama away and abduct her, and you will bring about that of Rama. For Rama will not live without Sita. So that plot appealed to Ravana. So the next morning, Ravana got off his chariot and rode towards Janasthana, where he met demon Maricha. Maricha. Okay, Ravana said to Maricha, my brother Khara and all the demons of Janasthana has been killed by Rama, the son of King Dasaratha. To take revenge, I will abduct Sita and thus bring the death of Rama. I need your help. Maricha shuddered at the very thought, O chief of demons, who have tendered such a destructive advice? Surely he is not your friend. He who has given you this advice and inspires you to abduct Sita is your worst enemy. Obviously, he wants you to pull out the fangs of cobra, okay, of a cobra he's afraid of. Please leave Rama alone and do not provoke him. Please leave Sita alone and enjoy the company of on your own wife. Let Rama enjoy the company of his wife Sita. After hearing from Maricha, Ravana returned to Lanka. Okay, now 32. Now Surpanaka witnessed the wholesome destruction of the demons at Janasthana, including the supreme leader Khara was killed by Rama. Stricken with terror, she ran to Lanka. She saw her brother Ravana, the ruler of Lanka, seated with his minister in palace whose roof scraped the sky. Ravana, these are the descriptions. Here, Valmiki is giving a clear description of Ravana compared to the earlier one in chapter 31. That is why some commentators say that chapter 31 was a later edition that doesn't exist. Okay. Here, Ravana was broad-chested, endowed with all the physical qualification of a monarch. Ravana, it was said he was a very handsome person. He was even Hanuman in Sundarakanda, first time when he saw Ravana, he was saying, what a tejas, what a great personality. So here, Valmiki describes in such a way. So he has previously fought with the gods, even Indra. He was well versed in the science of warfare. Okay, knew the use of celestial missiles in battle. He had been hit by gods, even the Sudarshana Chakra of Vishnu. He did not die. For he had performed breathtaking austerity for a period of 10,000 years, it was mentioned, and offered his head in worship to Brahma. One by one, his head he offered. He sacrificed his head until Brahma, the creator himself, came and he obtained the boon of invisibility. And he cannot be killed by any superhuman, subhuman, except man. and of course Vanaras, mans and Vanaras, he said, cannot is not worth to be taken immunity from. Emboldened by this wound, the demon tormented the gods, particularly the sages. Now, Surpanaka entered Ravana's presence, clearly displaying the physical deformity which Lakshmana had caused her. Now, what happened now? Surpanaka shouting at Ravana, brother, you have been so addicted to sense pleasure that you are unfit to become a king any longer. You lose all respect for a king who is only interested in his own pleasure and neglects royal duties. People turn away from the king who have lost touch with the people whom they cannot see and who is unable to do what is good for them. This is some lesson that Surpanaka is giving to Ravana. Some good lessons about leadership. Okay, also can be applied to a leader. A leader who have lost touch with the people, even in an organization, even in a country, where people are not able to approach him. So what will happen to such leaders? Now, these are lessons that are even coming from the mouth of Surpanaka, even by Valmiki. You have failed to appoint a proper spies to intelligence, spies for a country. Therefore, you do not know that 14,000 of your people have been slaughtered by a human being. Even Tara and Dushana has been killed by Rama. Rama had assured the ascetics of Janasthana, which is your territory, that demons shall not do any harm. They are now protected by him. Yet here you are, revealing in a little pleasures, oh brother, even a piece of wood, a cloth of earth, or just dust have some use. But when a king falls from his position, he is useless. But that monarch, a king, who is vigilant, who has the knowledge of everything through his spies, who is self-controlled, who is full of gratitude, and whose conduct is righteous, he rules for a long time. Wake up and act before you lose your virginity. Now that makes Ravana reflect. See, these are all the words from Surpanaka to Ravana. Okay, you can see from chapter 33, verse 3, verse 4, verse 5, verse 6, verse 7. So some of the words here, like elephant that avoid being caught in mud of rivers, people abandon and stay away from rulers who is not in his control, not easy of access, and not well served by intelligence agents. A king who does not attend to his affairs personally in timely manner perishes along with those affairs, taking down his kingdom to him. See, this is about governance. This is about leadership. Sometimes we see, even later on, Marisha also will be narrating about governance and leadership to Ravana. So here, Surpanaka's advice, Surpanaka's lesson to Ravana. See, Ravana, we learn many times in Ramayana, Ravana never listens to any advice. Here the advice from Surpanaka, he will never listen. He will also never listen to Marisha. Later on from what you call Vibhishana's advice, even Kumbhakarna also will advise, also he will not. Malyavan also will advise, also he will never listen. So further, some more, Surpanaka continues further. Okay, the rulers who do not have control, what will happen to those rulers? The rulers of people are reputed for far-sightedness because they see by gathering intelligence, everything matters, even when it lies far away. No one rushes to a ruler who is indulgent, arrogant. Someone need to mute the audio, please. Okay, right. And one more thing here, in sloka number 16 in chapter 33, it says, his own people will kill a king when he is in trouble, if he is unapproachable, has a super ego, and excessively prideful, and has given easily to great anger. In the world history, we can see this. Even recent, last 10 years ago also, we find some cases. I don't want to name the leader, but his condition was bad. He was, people say, very bad condition. He died. There was one leader of one country. So this is also we learn from Ramayana itself. Ramayana. These are coming from the mouth of Surpanaka. Even something that the good Surpanaka has given in Ramayana is these lessons for the leadership. Although Surpanaka is a demonic character, but even from a demonic character, some lessons can also be learned from the what they call advice of Ravana. Okay. Furthermore, many more. In fact, if you look into this chapter 33 is all about Surpanaka's art of lessons on governance. Someone even, nobody even thought about Surpanaka giving some lessons, but yet this is Surpanaka also giving these lessons. In this sloka 21, she said, the king who appears anger and ever vigilant, being well awake through his strategy, even when his eyes are closed in sleep, is highly regarded by the people. The king who is very strategic. Okay, now, after hearing from Surpanaka, Ravana's anger was rose. He asked Surpanaka, tell me, who is that? Who is that who disfigured you? What do you think of Rama? Surpanaka gave exact description of Rama. See, here in this chapter, Surpanaka will be describing the physical features of Rama. I'm not giving all the slokas here, okay, but you can read those slokas in this chapter, in chapter 34. Physical features of Rama will be given many times. Even Hanuman will be giving physical features of Rama to Sita for identification that he is a Ramaduta. Okay, the physical features of Rama will be given in chapter 1 of Balakanda itself by Narada to Valmiki. Okay, how Rama looks like and all the physical features, his facial features, how long is his arm, and everything is there. So here I will summarize a bit because of the time factor. Another 15 minutes I have to complete the session. So Surpanaka will tell Ravana that she wanted to bring Sita to Ravana so that Ravana could marry Sita. But Lakshmana, okay, what do you call? Lakshmana cut her nose and ears. So she showed her deformity to Ravana, and Ravana will get angry. And Ravana, when she was told about the beauty of Sita, he get attracted. He wanted to go and see Sita. He wanted to attack Sita due to Surpanaka. So what happened is that in this chapter, it will tell Ravana was instantly tempted. Immediately he ordered his vehicle, and then he will fly towards where Maricha. And this chapter actually describes the beautiful, what they call, forest, flora and fauna, the spices, the precious stones and everything. Very detailed it will be described. And Ravana will go to the ashram of Marisha. Marisha will be living as an ascetic. Maricha. So chapter 36 is Ravana goes to Marisha. Ravana, in the earlier chapter, he approached Maricha, and Maricha would welcome him and give him fruits. And just like how Atiti, any guest comes, one have to take care of the guest. So Ravana said to Maricha, listen, O Maricha, you know that 14,000 demons, including my brother Khara, great warrior, Trishara, has been killed by Rama and Lakshmana. By Rama, okay? You also include Lakshmana there, who are now promised their protection to ascetics of Dantaka forest. Driven out of his country by his angry father. He says angry father. Obviously for disgraceful action. He is just saying from his perspective. Rama has killed the demons without any justification. And they have even dared to disfigure my beloved sister Surpanaka. I must immediately take action against him. I need your advice. I need your help. Kindly, not advice, sorry. I need your help. Kindly do not refuse me this time. Disguising yourself as a golden deer of great beauty, roam near the hermitage of Rama. Sita will be attracted, and Rama and Lakshmana will go after the deer, and I will abduct Sita. when Ravana said this, Maricha's mouth became dry and he became very fearful. See, there are a lot of things. Maricha actually repented. He had two encounters with Rama. First was during the time when Vishwamitra's yaga was protected by Rama. Rama's missile hurled him into the ocean. He was not killed because he was running away at that time. Okay, and second incident also he will be narrating to Ravana. Okay, O king, he again said, one can easily get in this world a counselor who will tell you what is pleasing to you, but hard to find a wise counselor who will tell something that is not good to you. Harder to find someone who heeds such an advice. Very important note here that the word coming from Maricha himself. Maricha. Okay. So I wonder, perhaps Sita had come into this world to end your life. Perhaps there is a great sorrow on account of Sita, or perhaps maddened by lust, you are going to destroy yourself, the demons of Lanka itself. You are wrong in your estimation of Rama. He is not wicked. He is righteous incarnate. Very important sloka. Rama, Vikravan Dharma, is actually the words coming from Maricha himself. Rama is the embodiment of Dharma. Rama, Vikravan Dharma, not coming from a demon Maricha. He is not cruel-hearted. He is generous to the fault. He has not been disgraced or exiled in the kingdom. He honored the word of his father. This is what Maricha is telling what he called Ravana. O king, when you entertain ideas of abducting Sita, you are playing with fire. Remember, when you stand facing Rama, you are standing face to face with your own death. He even said to Ravana here, please consult noble Vibhishana, your virtuous minister, before embarking such an unwise project. They will surely advise against that. So the words that come from Maricha. See this sloka, if you can read, Rama Vikravan Dharmaha. Rama is the embodiment of Dharma. And this word coming from Maricha. He says, Maricha says, he is a good man and a man of true valor. He is the king of all worlds, like Indra is of all devas. Hence, you should take a firm decision after getting counsel from Vibhishana and other ministers who are Dharmatmas, weighing the pros and cons. You should take a honest account of your strengths and weaknesses and those of Raghava. You should figure out what is good, what is not, and act accordingly. SWOT analysis. People who study management here, Maricha is teaching management. Long ago, one of the earliest SWOT analysis you can come is here. Of course, there are many more in Ramayana itself. When Akshay Kumara, Ravana will send Akshay Kumara to fight with Hanuman in Sundarakanda, he will also something similar. You have to take into account of strength, the weaknesses, and everything. So this is a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is used in management. People who study strategy, strategic management, study about strategy, you must understand organization needs to know their strength, their weaknesses, the opportunity and threat that comes from the environment. Strength and weaknesses from us. What is our strength? What is our weaknesses? What are the opportunities presented by the environment? What are the threats that are coming from the environment? And then you strategize. Strategize means this is something like that is called Watts matrix or Tau's matrix they call. The best is that SO strategy. By using your strength and with the opportunity that is coming from the environment, what are you going to do? And then by using your strength and with the threats that are coming from the environment, what are you going to do? Something like SO strategy, ST strategy, WO strategy, WT strategy. I can give you a long lecture on this, in fact, but I don't want to go into this. But this is something that we can learn. This is from Maricha. Maricha is saying here, Maricha saying, telling Ravana, before you do anything, know your strength, weaknesses, and also the enemy's one. There is also a Chinese art of war that is called Sun Tzu art of war, who also say the same. Know yourself, know the enemy. 100 battles you will be victorious. Know yourself, but one who knows himself and the enemy will be born to win in all battles. One who knows himself, not the enemy, has an even chance of winning a battle. one who knows not himself and the enemy will perish in all battle. This is from Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu, Art of War, which is also very popular, widely used in the field of strategy and also strategic management. Okay, and this verse is coming from Maricha is advising Ravana. But of course, you know, Ravana is not going to listen to any of the advice. See, Maricha will narrate about his own encounter with Rama, his own encounter with Rama. Okay, he will tell Ravana that when he was young, he was proud of his strength. He had a terrible form of huge cloud. Maricha is none other than the son of Tadaka, Maricha. Okay, he used to be the terror of ascetics in the forest. Once Vishwamitra, he is narrating what happened in Balakandam. Balakandam, where Rama protected the yagya or the sacrifice of Vishwamitra. And he said Rama at that time was not even 16. At that time, Rama's age was 12 plus. 12 plus. At the young age, Rama hurled him with a missile, hurled Maricha into a long distance into an ocean. Rama could do that even when he was a child. How can we measure his present strength? And how can you meet him in battle? Now Maricha is advising Ravana. Surely, if you decide to go ahead with your war, all of us will suffer. In this world, people suffer on account of sins, other sins too. Just like a fish living in a pond infested with snakes suffer. It's a great sin to commit adultery. Disease it and enjoy your own wife, O king. This is an advice given by Maricha to Ravana. And Maricha will narrate in the next chapter, chapter 39, Maricha will narrate it's another encounter with Rama. So the next two encounters with Rama, he was spared. Rama did not kill him. So he said, miraculously say for a second time, I abandoned cruelty and now living here as an ascetic, practicing yoga and self-control. See, Maricha repented. So Maricha says to Ravana, any word that comes with the word Ra frightens me. So Maricha's thought was Rama. See, even words, he says, even words, whenever he hears words like Ra, he gets frightened. So Maricha advising Ravana, he can kill all your soldiers and generals, O king. Entertain no doubt about that. I know if you antagonize him, Rama will surely exterminate the entire Rakshasa race. If Rama killed Kara, it was Kara's fault that he provoked Rama and invited a fight. If you do not accept my advice, O king, we shall all perish. Do you think Ravana is going to listen? Ravana didn't listen. The Maricha's advice was unpalatable to Ravana. Ravana could not take it. He severely reprimanded Maricha. He said, your advice is useless. You cannot stop me from abducting Sita, without whom Rama would not live. What you have said would not be proper if I ask you for counsel. I don't want your counsel. I want implicit obedience to my command. Maricha, that you do not know how to behave towards a king. You speak to the king words which are not favorable, softly spoken, beneficial, and even humbly and politely. King possess the fearless of fire, Agni, lordliness of Indra, gentleness of the moon, the ruthlessness of Yama, and fluidity of the water, Varuna. Hence, one should behave cautiously with seeking. I did not ask for your counsel. I'm asking you to do this job for me. If you do this, I shall bestow half the kingdom of Lanka upon you. If you refuse, I shall kill you just now. Better make up your mind in a way. Take the form of golden deer and tempt Sita. At her request, surely Rama would pursue you. After leading him away, shout, "O Sita, O Lakshmana." Hearing this, Lakshmana will go in search of Rama. Leaving Sita alone at that time, I shall easily take Sita away. It may be true that this involves risk to your life, but that is certain if you disobey me. So Marika have to make a choice. Of course, she will decide to die. He will die from the Rama's arrow, but he will decide it's better to die killed by Rama than Ravana. So that was what the decision that the Maricha have to take, the choice that has been given by Ravana. Either you take the form of a golden deer and tempt Sita, or I will kill you. I will take your life. So Maricha had to decide. That is chapter 40. And since today's session, we have to end early for your Ramayana quiz. I think I'm ending early. There is a 4 minutes, I think about 4 minutes left. So for this chapter, this session 13, you can look into various lessons. You can look at the lessons from, especially Surpanaka's lessons to Ravana about governance. And also Maricha's lesson to Ravana. Both Surpanaka and Ravana has given some lessons, even from Kara. Kara himself, from the behavior of Kara, we can learn a lot of things. I did not go through very detail on that part. Usually, I mean, maybe in next session onwards, I will try to limit the time within, because there are people who are asking me to finish within 1.5 hours. Although we are going into like 20 chapters, I will try to finish within 1.5 hours. But when we go to Sundarakanda, maybe some of the slokas, some of the chapters in Sundarakanda, some of the sessions might take longer. Let's see. I will decide at that time. Okay. Maybe I will change the schedule. Maybe take less chapters, or even retain the chapters. Maybe it might take a bit longer than 1.5 hours. But this session, I'm finishing a bit earlier. So try to think of some of the lessons that you can learn from session 13, especially from Kara, from Surpanaka, and also Maricha. The two demons and one demoness. Although they are asuric in nature, but the slokas, if you read, have something that we can also learn from them. Okay, from those relevant chapters on governance and so on. Okay, that is on chapter 13. So we end our session for the session. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Rama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane. Okay, if you have questions, you can post a question in the chat sections. You can post it in a chat section. And the questions from chat 11 and 12, I have already answered in the WhatsApp group. You can check in a WhatsApp. I have already answered. If you still have any doubts, anything else that you would like to ask, you can post it in a chat sessions, or even in the WhatsApp. I think you can post it in a chat sessions here. I will try to answer if there are any questions. Let me see if there are any questions. Okay, there are a few. Okay, maybe later Mr. Chief Prakash will email to me those questions. All right, thank you to everybody. And those of you who are doing the quiz, all the best to you. Thank you to everyone. Thank you.